Aiden gets it to Capers now. 6 minutes in, 16-13. I expected to see a score like this maybe with about 6 or 7 minutes left in the first half. Aiden dribbles in and miss.
Aiden obviously had a terrific game against Stanford down in Palo Alto in Moore's absence, but seems to be really struggling from the floor here early on.
45% shooter is 0 for 3 to start, and how about that? Josh Hustis just in the game. The freshman from Great Falls, Montana, averaging under 2 points a game, gets on the board. So how about that? Brown and Hustis already have their season averages just 6.5 minutes in. That spells trouble for the Cougars.
It certainly does. Nice to watch Marcus Capers knock down that too. But like you said, again, these role players for Stanford really putting in the points early. It's dangerous to see if Jeremy Green starts getting to what Stanford could be capable of.
And no defense at all as Josh Owens, a 6'8 junior. The turnaround jumper makes it, and Coach Bone needs a timeout. You can't really blame at all. We're going to keep it right here.
Absolutely, and you know, talking about it early on is, again, Stanford with the best defense in the Pac-10, 40th in the country, only allowing teams really in the low 60s as far as points per game. And then Washington State really does a good job of limiting teams' field goal percentage. So when we're go ahead and see this here, where both teams have come out and shot really well, a fast-paced game, not really what we expected to see.
Not at all. We're going to take another look at that last play, and you're just going to see the absence of defense at all right here as they get it to Josh Owens on the low block, but D'Angelo Castro does not even get a hand up in time. That's got to change for Washington State.
Absolutely. Washington State's been really sitting low in this zone, expecting Stanford to attack the hoop, and instead Stanford's gone out and said, all right, we're going to go ahead and shoot from the outside, and they've done a great job of it to this point.
Stanford 8 of 12 to start. Washington State 7 of 12. Klay Thompson has 5 points, taking 2 shots. Faisal Aiden 0 for 3 so far to start. But offense is not the issue for the Cougars here as this game starts.
Absolutely not. Again, be interesting to see if Coach Bone comes out of that zone here, and that's what they called the timeout for. But we watch Washington State on offense first.
Aaron Brown into the game now for the Cardinal. Aiden, good pass inside to Modem. They called a travel before the foul.
Interesting call down low by the official who had the best view at it. It looked like Modem got caught up trying to go up with it and then was called for the old up and downs that they teach you not to do down in the younger ages.
So Coach Dawkins making a lot of substitutions, yet he's went 4 games in a row now. The same starting lineup he went with tonight, so getting very comfortable at least. Comfort is a big thing for a young team on the road. Inside again, up and under move is missed. Hustis gets the board, cannot finish. And Aiden pulls it down, no numbers for Washington State. Aiden slowly takes it up. Thompson out of the game for now. No fouls called on either team in the first 7.5 minutes.
Has certainly played just a huge part into the fast-paced tempo that we've seen out of this team. Really surprising to see no fouls, especially from Washington State.
And it really hasn't been that aggressive of a game so far, and that's shown as well.
Absolutely. Both teams, again, shooting a lot of shots from outside. As we watched, Lodwick missed that one, but both teams just settling for jumpers, and really surprising to see against teams that pride themselves on defense.
Hustis, the runner, is good. He's got 4 points.
Again, talking about Josh Hustis, just knocking down his shots early on, getting more points than he's been averaging all season long very early.
And a good feed from Reggie Moore to Brock Modem. 22-17 now. We're nearing our next media timeout. Man drive, kicks out to Bright. Thought about it and wisely backs it out. 20 on the shot clock as Jarrett Mann has it. Shoots just 32% from the floor. Jack Trotter in the game. Started 12 games this year. Jeremy Green has it. Their scores. Shot clock gets down to 6. Man, good move up, and what a move by Jarrett Mann.
It was absolutely great play by Mann to realize he only had 6 clocks on the second left, and more importantly, saw that the lane was wide open. So he went right in, scored a layup, easy 2 points for Stanford.
So Stanford 10 of 16 to start this ball game, and they have a 7-point lead with 11:11 left to go in the first half. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back here on WSUCougars.com. 11:11 left to go here in the first half. The Cardinal have come out hot shooting, 10 of 16, and they have a 7-point lead. And it's been guys like Josh Hustis, Steven, that have gotten the scoring started that the Cardinal don't really expect any points from, and they're getting it going.
Absolutely. Eustace, the role player from Great Falls, Montana, was the Gatorade Player of the Year for the state of Montana here in this past season. So impressive by him to score early.
Yeah, he only played 2 minutes against Washington State last time. He's only taken 34 shots on the season. His career high is 6 points. So he's set for a career night already, it seems like. Thompson, what a shot from the right elbow. The hand right in his face, didn't bother him a bit.
It's been interesting to see. Coach Bone really hasn't actually had Clay on the floor a whole lot early on, but has used a lot of his role players, such as Aiden. It's interesting to see how much Thompson is on the floor coming in.
Bright swings it around the horn. They're trying to get it inside. Bright's going to take the shot from the top of the arc, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net.
Nice shot by Bright over there just again. Stanford totally okay with taking those long three-pointers and those long shots and just knocking them down.
Something to note, they have 11 field goals. There's your first foul of the ball game. It's going to be on Abe Lodwick. Moving screen. No surprise, Abe leads the team in fouls. Averages over 3 a game. Something to note, though, out of the 11 buckets Stanford scored, they have 10 assists, 5 of them coming from Jarrett Mann, who only averages 3 assists per game. That's part of it. Some great passing by the Cardinal.
Absolutely. They've done a great job of spreading the ball around again, finding the open shooter on the outside that's been able to just knock down the shot.
Ugly shot by Mann, and some miscommunication from Reggie Moore to Marcus Capers. So there's a turnover. So still no fouls on the Cardinal halfway through this first half. Only 1 on Washington State. Josh Eustace checks out of the ball game.
A very drastic change, especially for Washington State, after watching them have nearly everybody over 6'6" in foul trouble when they were here last time at home against the Huskies.
Eustace checks out, and Jeremy Green comes back in, the 6'4" junior from Austin, Texas. Haven't really needed him to score too much in this game. He has 6. As Stanford is clicking on all cylinders in Pullman tonight. Green has it, some more pressure being applied now on defense for Washington State. Gage just into the game. He's gonna try it from 3, and why not?
It seems like everybody on the Stanford Cardinal can shoot three-pointers tonight. It's absolutely remarkable to see how well they've come out and shot this early on. It's really unprecedented from what we've seen.
John Gage, another one of those guys that they don't really expect too much from. 7 minutes a game. He's only made 8 three-pointers, yet he didn't even hesitate to fire up that NBA 3.
Absolutely not. I mean, he seems to think that because the entire team's shooting threes, why can't he? But as we're going to go take a look here, Brock Modem getting the ball from D'Angelo Casto, and nice job of going straight up and getting the foul call so he can go to the line.
First foul on Josh Owens, 6'8" junior from Kennesaw, Georgia. The Stanford Cardinal team comes from all over the country, whether it be Washington, California, Georgia, Delaware, Alabama, Wisconsin, Montana, and Texas. As Modem misses the first one. Modem, 60% foul shooter, 21 for 35 on the year.
Talking about these Stanford players coming from all over the country, you're talking about one coming from international. Modem, the Australian, coming from Brisbane, Australia.
The Australian Institute of Sport can't capitalize on either of them. Pulling down the rebound for Stanford is Dwight Powell, 6'9" freshman from Toronto. Bright has it, gets it inside to Powell, uses that offhand on Modem. Little 8-foot turnaround, and there is no stopping Stanford right now.
Stanford did a terrific job of passing the ball down into Powell to get him open for that last shot. Again, talking about the assists early on, Stanford doing a great job of moving the ball against his Washington State defense.
Thompson turnaround jumper off the heel. And getting a hit in the eye, looks like Dwight Powell. Seems to be all right as he comes down the floor. Green with the foot on the line is good.
It honestly seems like Stanford can't miss at this point. They've gone down and basically knocked down a shot on every possession they've taken on this court. It's really remarkable to see.
34 points in 12 minutes for the Cardinal. Thompson to Modem. Inside to Casto, turnaround's good.
Nice job by D'Angelo Casto to get that nice little turnaround that he likes to make from that low block. But again, gotta wonder if Washington State's gonna be able to keep up with the high scoring of Stanford.
If Stanford keeps this up, no one is gonna keep up with them no matter who it is in the Pac-10. Aaron Bright, 5'11" freshman coming home this weekend. He's from Bellevue. Played in all 22 games, started 8 of them. Gage with the shot fake, gets it to Jeremy Green. Foot on the line, fadeaway jumper is short. It looked on line, and just when Stanford misses one, they get an offensive rebound and a second chance opportunity.
With Stanford shooting as well as they have so far, letting them get the ball back again in an offensive rebound is something Washington State simply can't afford. Have to do a better job of crashing the boards.
So Thompson's on Green. Green steps on the line and turns it over. Hasn't been many turnovers in this game as well, as that leads us to yet another media timeout. But Stanford has not cooled down at all. They have 34 points in 12.5 minutes. 34-21 is our score with 7:23 to go. We'll be back here on WSUCougars.com.